Hello, since I get audio board, so I could assemble everything together and basically show how my system works. So as you may know, I'm making Subaru BRZ navigation system, and this is how it looks in the testing jig. Of course, it's in programming stage, as well as I still have to make a power supply for LM audio amplifiers. So today I want to introduce the system and to show how it works and the features it has. So let's get started. So my original head unit basically does have a radio, it has satellite radio, it has flash interface, basically USB interface, audio, Bluetooth audio, and navigation, and a few other things. And what I'm basically because I live in Lithuania and it's United States model, I only use audio from flash, audio from Bluetooth, basically as a wireless headset, and that's about it, because I don't like to listen to radio, I don't like satellite, it doesn't work, I think, satellite radio. So this is very limited for me, and I want to have a navigation system with audio, with everything, what a good tablet will give. So what I did, I found the best tablet that can fit into the navigation system front panel. So this is a 3D printed part that is my front panel, original front panel. So my system should be drop-in replacement for original system. And of course I will have I was able to find connectors, so I can replicate wiring harness. Basically I can take original wiring harness connectors and connect to my system, and it will all just work. One additional thing, I just have to make a good power, take power from lead-acid battery directly, because I want to have a very low noise power supply. Of course, in car it's a very harsh environment, I will not get that, but this system should filter out. So what are the components? Of course, we have a Lenovo Fabulous tablet, so it's 4G tablet with GLONASS, as well as Chinese, as well as United States GPS, can track GPS satellites. This is amplifiers based on LM3886. These are very high quality amplifiers, very low THD, because I'm shooting for a very high quality sound. Of course, I have a interface to. I have a few push buttons. I mean 7. So it will be mounted here. This tablet will be a bit shifted, and this go inside this spot, and I will have a plexiglass buttons made, so I can push it. So what I have is a power, is directly connected to the power input. Volume plus, volume minus, play, pause. This is backward music, forward music, and this is answer and reject call or hang up, depending on. So okay, let's go through each system part in detail. So original idea, Lenovo Fabulous acts as a USB or OTG host, and it is connected with this ribbon cable. This is original PCB that was sitting inside here, which is USB connector. So basically what I did, I made a PCB that will interface directly to the tablet, and of course I will have a flat connector with a 1 ampere per contact current capability, so I can transfer power, I can charge accumulators, and so on. So in this connector goes to microphone that sits in here. This is very small board, and as well as it takes control of hardware, power button, and volume up, volume down. It will be routed to the processors, and I have basically just pull down MOSFETs. So this is a very efficient way to communicate with the tablet. So this is the ribbon cable. So what I have in here is basically I have 5 volts for. I have a photodiode, so it will track if my tablet is enabled, because I have very small amount of light leakage from the LCD panel, and I will basically use a comparator and see if it's enabled or not. If not, processor can press power button for a long time to basically enable it. And if it's enabled, I mean it's on standby. A heat device can make it up. So this cable also contains a USB. This is a system based on USB connections. This is a Cypress 4-channel USB hub, basically 4 to 1. So master is connected to the Lenovo outputs, and of course ID pin is pulled low. You basically have USB ID. Is it screen is on, and few other voltages. So what else? So this goes to this USB hub. So from tablet, I want to have a flash interface. So I need to read flash. Of course, I need to control audio, so I need a USB heat device. So this processor is USB heat device, as well as control everything else, like audio and Bluetooth and cameras and so on. Second channel is again, so it's going to the flash. Another channel will go to a USB UVC 2.0 cameras. So this will be used as a front and back for backup and forward motion. And this third and last channels goes to the USB DAC. So this is a Wilson DAC, as well as a PCM 2707 USB to sound interface that is recognized from this tablet. So basically, it's always streaming audio with this DAC. One more thing, because I'll also need the Bluetooth. I was unable to find how can I route Bluetooth audio to this tablet and spit out in a USB DAC. So I have to add another module. This is a BC Blue. I think it's Blue Corp BC127. This is very nice and very high quality Bluetooth module. Basically, it acts as a wireless headset, and of course I can control sound and other parameters inside the phone, like forward, backward, and so on. So when I connect to the Bluetooth, it will enable processor will see that I have active link. It will disable heat communication to the tablet. It will stop the tablet if it's basically sounds music stop command. It doesn't matter if audio is working or not, and then it takes these controls to the Bluetooth module, and Bluetooth module will control the phone. So and because when I'm driving, I can use my phone audio, and if I using my phone audio, it can be possible that tablet will do navigation and will speak, and of course from my phone I will also have audio. So I need a way to mix these audio signals. I was unable to find any clever way how I can switch channels and so on, since this channel is working, this channel is working, and giving priorities. So what I did, basically I made analog adder with a negative inverting op-amp. So basically it's just summing two channels and inverting it. It's very easy way to mix audio. So basically I have two channels that are mixed in the same proportion, like 1 to 1, and it'll inverts, but that's okay. And second, and in order to get very high audio quality, all the time this system tries to make send messages for the tablet as well as my phone to stream audio in the highest volume possible. So basically this will make volume as high as possible in the tablet and as high as possible into the phone. And what I'm doing after that, I'm using very basically best I could find analog potentiometers that can work with two split power supplies, and I'm dividing the audio signal with an analog domain. So I'm always have a best performance audio. Basically, I always have 16 bits, because audio from tablet and from Bluetooth are going into 16 bits, 48 kilohertz sampling rate. So this is not very high, but it's the best Androids can do. Of course, internal some of the newer models do support higher quality audio, but not with the USB. Okay, so these are basically audio quality amplifiers and so on, and I have a DC-DC switching power supplies to convert 5 volts from the system to plus minus 6 volts, and I have ultra high PSSR LDOs to clean power supplies before switching to the analog power rails. And I have for DAC I have even better ultra high PSSR LDO from Linear Technologies that can suppress noise in below 1 microvolt per root hertz, as well as it can suppress noise even above 1 megahertz and at 60 dB even more. So this is it is the industry best LDO you can get, and it's quite expensive, but that's okay. So this is it's very stable, it's very clean, there is no noise, and I still don't I wasn't able to at my work to do THD measurement, but I will do it soon. So let's see how the system works. Okay, so first thing to do is basically when I start my car, basically everything will be turned off. This is a main power. It will always be enabled because lead-acid battery is always installed in my car. This is accessories. Basically, when I press the engine start button, it will enable my accessories. So what it will try to do, it will boot everything, set the system state, and it will check with a photodiode if my tablet screen is enabled. If it's not, it will wake it up, or if it can wake it up, it will deep cycle power button so it can be booted. So what else I'm doing when I start my car? Of course, I can switch to navigation. Basically, I made a very low noise amplifier with filtering for GPS as well as TONAS. This is a board. Basically, it's Maxim GPS amplifier with a acoustic, not piezo, but it's special filter for GPS band, so it's 1.6 gigahertz centered. So it will filter like GSM and so on with a very high attenuation, and also can amplify the signals quite a bit. And when there is no power, this is RF relay. It will switch from antenna from amplifier to directly to the micro coax to the tablet GPS input. So this is very. Let's see how it works. This tester doesn't like to work in this orientation. And this tablet can track Chinese, United States, and Russian GPS satellite. Well, and it's quite fast. I mean, I'm far away from the window, so it doesn't want to lock that fast. But if it was outside with a clear view to the sky, it will lock instantly. So basically, as you can see, it does produce even at room very strong signals. So I have 15 United States and okay, so it's locked right now. Okay, so this is just to show how it works. Of course, I also have maps. Basically, why I want tablet to have in my car. Basically to get live traffic information. So this is my town. It's Vilnius, and it says where is traffic, where I shouldn't go. And I like to, before I travel from my work and to my work, I usually use Google Maps to see if there's a jam or not, or it helps a lot to cut few minutes from my travel. Okay, so basically I can set. Now, when I start my car, I can basically back up. So I need backup cameras. My car, even with highest completion, it doesn't have a backup camera. This is very, very sad because, well, even if sometimes very smaller obstacles below my trunk, I can't see that, and it was one time I touched the pole in the parking lot because it was just smaller than my it was below my window and I can see, and if I have cameras I can see. So if I connect my reverse, it will enable camera. So this is a 1080p HD camera, and of course I will have the same camera in the front, and as you can see it lags because somehow for some reason it boots to the very high resolution. If we lower the resolution like this, it is quite responsive, and of course it's very, very wide angle, so as you can see I can still see my finger even if it is same line. So this is very nice, and I think it will be running at 1080p, so basically the native screen resolution, and it's sometimes it lags, but I don't know why it's lag right now, but maybe I have background problems. So okay, so and if I turn off, this program will shut itself down. It's a very nice program because with USB UVC cameras I can do that. Regarding audio, so I have a phone, as you can see. Let's see if I enable Bluetooth. This device will be, as you can see, it's talking to the oscilloscope. It will try to lock it, and as you can see, it is already locked. So let's see how it calls. Let's go to the Bluetooth, and it's already connected as Subaru BRZ. So this is very nice, and of course I can stream music. So as you can see now, it's streaming video. I can change it from phone, as well as I can change it from the user buttons. It's very nice. Now, if I also can enable sound from my tablet. It will mix. You're not supposed to do that, but this is basically the idea to show. Let's see. As you can see, it's mixing sound at the same time in analog domain. But this it is clipping. What I said is it can mix two sounds with an analog amplifier and controls okay, so let's shut down. So basically, yeah, it streams audio from my phone, and if I disable it, it will bring controls to the tablet. I think it's bugged right now. There is a small bug. For some reason, it didn't do what it's supposed to do. So right now, it can send because there is no active Bluetooth link. It's controlling my tablet. So basically, what I have is audio plus, audio minus. It has a pause, a play. This is a backward. Let's enable to see. This is a backward, and this is a forward. Let's not. And this is a answer and reject call, or basically hang up. Second thing, a great thing to do is I have a flash. So at the same time I'm listening to music, I can connect flash to the tablet, and it should be recognized, and I can browse it. Let's see. Okay, so it's already recognized it, and where is my pictures example? This is pictures This is my car, as example. Of course, I can transfer internal storage of this device. It's 64 megabytes. Of course, it's external. Internal is 1.6, and of course, I have flash. It's 14 gigabytes. So as you can see, it's very versatile. So original controller have a linear technologies battery charge because I don't want any surprises. I don't really want to overcharge my lithium battery, and even when if I try to overcharge, I have a ultra low power comparator that will tracks battery voltage, and if it's larger, it will shut down the system immediately and will not allow energy flow from this board. And because Lenovo does have a very strange battery voltage, it's 4.35 volts. Basically, 100% is 4.35 volts. It's very high, and this supports only 4.2 volts, like that's normal voltage. I have a second version of this board. It's of course, again from Linear Technologies, but it can charge to whatever voltage you want, and it's 2 amperes limited, and this is also 2 amperes. What else? So these are amplifiers. I have free spots on my car where are speakers. It's in front. I have tweeter and mid-range speaker. I have in the doors and the passenger's side walls. So I have 6 channels of audio. This is will be it will run at lower power setting, and it should get much better audio quality. What else about the system? So yeah, this system basically will be drop-in replacement to my original system. It will not require any hard wiring or anything like that. It will be it will be connecting with these connectors. Of course, this flash, as you can see here, it's a special connector from I don't call the firm, but it's automotive USB connector. So basically everything except for power connector will be the same. I was unable to find a correct power connector, but I was able to find a harness adapter. So it basically goes to the plain wires, and I will solder to some kind of terminal block or something like that, and it will plug in just straight. So basically nearly everything you will have to do off car, and in car you just have to disconnect a Pioneer amplifier and directly connect to my audio amplifiers. And this part will be made from aluminum. It will be milled from single piece. Here will be buttons, and this will be anodized in black, so this will be flushed, just plain black. And everything like a GPS, like audio, everything will be integrated. One thing I did not integrate is audio line in, because no one uses this, and this is not all time where phone does not support Bluetooth audio. So I don't know why you need that. Usually it should work just fine with these. And one good thing is because Lenovo Fa Plus does have 4G, and it can make calls. It can be used as a security system. Basically, I can, with my phone, I can see where's my car with very few meters of accuracy, as well as I can take pictures of my internal what's happening inside the car, because there is a camera inside here. And basically I can also make calls from this tablet because there is a microphone that's facing to you, so I can make good quality calls, because this tablet of course supports noise cancelling. It has 2 microphones, so one will be facing inside, one will be facing outside, and the engine rumble should be cancelled, and other strange noises. So yeah, it was quite a lot of work to bring to this level, and so far it works quite well. Of course, I damaged this tablet device capability. It only works in the USB OTG mode, like master, so I can't root it or anything else. I have a completely new tablet, so I can install it with no scratches, no nothing, and it will be rooted, and only programs I needed will be on my screen. And it's quite nice. It's quite a responsive tablet. It's 8 cores, 2 GB of RAM. It's not the highest performance tablet, but it's a quite good tablet. And of course I will have boot animation. I already made it. It's like Subaru BRZ logo, assembling from one start to the other, and that's it. So yeah, this project is quite nice, and it's running quite well, because I have a lot of work, and it's running quite slow, but it's still running, and I hope this summer I will be able to finish it and bring to the, basically make one of the best conversion, tablet conversion to the head unit projects in the world, because look at the level, everything is made, and everything works like a charm. Of course I have a lot of problem programming sometimes. This tablet is very picky about the way I'm charging the batteries, because I'm charging it directly, and it can't see that I'm charging it, because I don't putting any charge through the internal charger, and it's count charge, so it sometimes says it's 5% left, please charge it, even if battery voltage is at the full, basically 4.2 volts. And if I restart it, it immediately jumps to 88% or something like that. It will never go to the 100%, because there is no, I can't charge batteries, lithium batteries, safely to the 4.3 volts, 3.5 volts that Lenovo does. It's a bit insane, but we are trying to extract as much power from the lithium-ion batteries as we can. And it's not the right way to do it, but that's their way. And I'm already, I killed that battery, because I don't know, there's something just wrong with it. I installed my own battery, and it doesn't see any I2C data from charger and so on. And this is the debug adapter for STM32F411 microprocessor. It's very low power, but it's very fast. So yeah, thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Goodbye.